Does my wife actually love me? I, 37M, have had a growing feeling of being unloved from my wife, 36F. Here are the life structure details. Married for 10 years and together 15. She works full-time plus. She is probably 45 to 55 hours per week, and I work 25 to 35 hours. We both make six figures, but she makes more than I do by about 1.5x. We both like our jobs. I look forward to coming to work and working with my colleagues, but didn't want us to be both full-time. So I am the primary parent at home. Her job is filled with more stressors. She is constantly behind on the amount of work and is consistently frustrated by her boss. I think it is noteworthy that she is probably the most productive worker/employee that I've ever known. Every organization she has been a part of and boss she's worked for, I think, would say the same. We have 3 kids, 2 toddlers, and a teenager. We both have good friends and family in the area we see regularly. We both have hobbies that we enjoy pursuing that are meaningful to our lives, but aren't over-prioritized. Our lives are in a particularly busy and stressful time. But over the last 3 years, I have had a growing sense that my wife is turning into my business partner. I know this is a very common problem, and there are some common answers I've seen in other threads. Find a marriage counselor is number 1, and we are in process on this. I guess I'm posting because for somewhere between the last 3 to 5 years, I feel like a pattern has emerged where my wife has an extra sense that everything is out of control at work and in our life, that we are failing at everything, and then that results in an act of unkindness, usually toward me. That results in my feelings getting hurt. In the last 1 to 2 years, I have been trying to communicate when my feelings are hurt to her so she can have an opportunity to apologize, something we've agreed to together. This past weekend, a smaller incident happened I just can't shake. We were in the kitchen prepping dinner, and I flexed at her joking about, "Look how strong I am. By the way, I've got skinny dad bod." Her response was discomfort and then, "What do you want me to say?" I didn't respond in the moment of my initial feelings being hurt, but I did get sad. I waited maybe 30 minutes to an hour and then found her one-on-one. I said, "Hey, I think I can tell that you seem stressed and overwhelmed, which I understand. I need to tell you that what you did/said earlier hurt my feelings." Her response was a flat, "Okay, I'm sorry." That was followed by, "I did that because I'm overwhelmed. And can't you see that I wasn't in a place to respond well to you?" Inevitably, this devolved into me defending that it is fair I got my feelings hurt and an argument about the details, and who said what and on and on. From my perspective, it seems like my wife cares more about the reason she hurt my feelings than the fact that what she did was unkind, and that she should feel bad for me. Flipped around, if I accidentally hurt her feelings, whether on purpose or not, my reaction is to say, "Oh shoot, I am so sorry. I should not have done that. I'm sorry I messed up. Are you okay?" In other words, I care that I hurt her, and that I wish I hadn't way more than I care why I hurt her. I don't expect her, or me, to be perfect. I think there are tons of ways we can avoid conflict in the moment if either of us were to respond better or differently with more patience/kindness/calmness/whatever. But we are emotional, and we are going to screw up. But we should care about hurting others and try to understand why they got hurt, right? Is it fair to expect her to believe that I am not irrational, and that if she said or did something that hurt me, that she shouldn't defend the unkindness, right? A couple of add-on context clues at the end here. I am a believer that I should be the main pursuer in our relationship. I try to plan date nights and trips. It's been hard because life is busy, but I have been trying. I have a reminder on my phone daily, just to hug my wife, which I know she likes. I need to do a better job of giving her compliments. She has said that she is still attracted to me and loves me as a person and father. I am the one who initiates intimacy about 90% of the time, whether it's natural or through just asking. We are lucky to be intimate about once a month. She has said that it just isn't a priority for her. For me, it is one of the ways I feel loved. Also, I am a giver before I am a receiver in that area. I've communicated this over the last 2 years, but nothing much has changed. I believe that it is my responsibility to be the primary pursuer in my marriage, but after years and years of being rebuffed and shut down, after trying to communicate my hurt clearly and without anger, after going through the same pattern of arguing for so long, I just want to know, what is fair? Are we just doing a square peg and round hole deal? Is what I'm asking unrealistic in other successful marriages, and should I change my perspective? Will my wife ever be able to show that she loves me more than just saying she does angrily when we are in an argument?